On a typical street in a typical town, snowflakes fell like dandruff from an old man's beard. Snow covered everything, creating a wonderful wintry playground. All the boys and girls had been up since dawn and showed no sign of ever wanting to go back inside. The air was thick with excited laughter and the whoosh of snowballs. Having a snow fight, sledging about, it was the best Christmas ever, without any doubt. Among the swirling rainbow of hats and scarves, wellies and mittens, there shuffled a grey old man with grey old clothes. A few strands of hair hung from his head like cobwebs. Blue veins could be seen beneath his skin, and at the end of his skeletal hands were 10 yellowed fingernails, caked in the kind of dirt you could only get from spending too much time with your fingers up your nose. Everyone knew Uncle Wormsley, although he wasn't really anyone's uncle at all.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Wormsley!
Oh, hello, boy. My, what a succulent little puppy.
All the houses on the street had sparkling Christmas decorations in the window. All apart from one. Number 13 had no decorations and stood out from the others like an old hairy toe poking through a new Christmas sock. The other houses on the street had neatly tended gardens with pretty flowers and well-cared-for lawns. Number 13 had an impenetrable tangle of thistles, nettles, and strange plants nobody knew the name of. The other homes had chimney stacks nestled neatly along the roofs. Number 13 had twisted, leering spires from which the snarling faces of gargoyles glared at passers-by. This was the home of Uncle Wormsley. No visitors had ever been inside number 13, but were they to come, they would have noticed the terrible smell of damp and decay. The grey wallpaper hung off the walls, and in places, the grey carpet had worn through to reveal the grey floorboards underneath. Uncle Wormsley stalked through the hall and took a huge key from a hook on the wall. It opened a huge iron lock in a door that was huger than anyone had ever seen before. The old grey man heaved the door open using all of his strength and walked down 13 slippery granite steps.
Crabsley, are you there? Crabsley.
Uncle Wormsley saw who he was looking for. His best friend, Crabsley, an enormous, monstrous crab. An enormous, monstrous crab wearing a fabulous Father Christmas hat.
Hello, I'm Uncle Wormsley, and welcome to my lair. I've got a lovely dungeon, and Crabsy lives in there. He is my sole companion, my friend through thick and thin. My only concern in this life is taking care of him. I love to buy him presents and gifts to make him glad. Although when Crabsy's happy, a child is always sad. I creep around the street streets at night, I'm careful to stay out of sight, looking for something that just might be good for my best friend to buy. Certain that soon I shall get something his appetite to whet. His menu, it is always set for he only is pet. Hello, I'm Uncle Wormsley, I'm here to take your cat. I'll also steal your puppy and throw him in my sack. I'll feed them all to Krabsy, he'll tear them limb from limb. We'll smash them with his massive jaws, devour their bones and skin. The more you love your pet, the more he'll relish every chew. But when he eats your pet, be glad he isn't eating you.